Have you found yourself asking this question? How can I love him and at the same time hate him so much? I feel like he's my soulmate, but why do we constantly fight? Does that sound familiar? If so, you are not alone. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Gladys on Love. Today's topic, let's talk about the addiction to love. Have you found yourself asking this question? How can I love him and at the same time hate him so much? I feel like he's my soulmate, but why do we constantly fight? Does that sound familiar? Most love relationship go through that cycle where one time you are so deeply and passionately in love with each other, and then it turns into drama, hostility, and attack. And that's what you call the drama cycle, where you passionately care about each other. But as the relationship progress, there's a lot of drama and chaos that's happening that would eventually makes the relationship collapse. And if you're trapped in a drama triangle, it is very addictive because it really makes you feel so good. But at the same time, it's also eating you alive. So I am creating this video for us to be more aware and to actually gain better understanding of why it's happening within our relationship. So if this video is something that you're interested, stick around. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to hit the like, comment, and subscribe button. So let's go ahead and jump in. So here's the path of a typical relationship. And I would love to hear you guys. Which phase are you in this cycle? First phase is this is the time when you actually feel so in love and like head over heels with that person, and that everything is insignificant and you are just so whole and alive, and you feel like this is the one. You're just so in love and they look and seem so perfect for you. It's like they complete you. So, this is the in love phase. Now, the second phase would be when you start seeing their flaws. This is when you start wanting more of their attention, wanting more of their time. This is when the clinginess and neediness comes in because you're now seeking for that good feeling in the first time. You're afraid that maybe it's losing, so you want to grab and get hold of it. Now, the third phase is when you start feeling addicted towards the person. You are thinking that you can't live without them, and that if they're not available for you, you feel that sense of rejection and abandonment. You feel a lot of fear of losing this person. And this is also a phase where a lot of relationships self sabotage because of the fear that they are now experiencing. And the fourth phase would be this is when the numbing happens. It's like when you're taking the drug, you have that high, and then now it's eventually slowing down, it's going down. This is when you start blaming the other person for not being there with you, for not showing up as they used to. This is the time where you are now in that fight with each other of blaming, accusing, and pointing fingers. And eventually, you get into the fifth phase, which is the drama cycle, where you have all this resentment build up towards each other. Then eventually, you make it out, then you start feeling good again and like, oh, that was just a fight. And then it escalates again. You get into a fight, and then you go through that drama cycle phase, which is really tiring and draining. But why is it that even though it's so draining, it's so tiring, and it's so toxic, there's still a lot of people who are actually addicted into this drama cycle. And research shows this love hate relationship is actually more addicting than most drugs. And why is that? It is because, when you fight with your partner, you get that adrenaline rush in your body. And when you start making out, a lot of the chemical in your body are releasing endorphin, oxytocin, and all of those. And it makes you really appreciate and love the person. And then again, you go into this adrenaline rush of fighting. Unfortunately, just like any other drugs, it goes down, it wears out, and you have to go through that roller coaster ride again. And a lot of people think that this is normal. This is just what relationship is all about. And I completely disagree with that. I have been trapped in this kind of drama cycle inside a relationship for 6 years. And I am just so happy and grateful that I finally got the courage to get out of it. It's definitely scary, but it's so much worth it. And for me, it is so important to have the sense of awareness of where you are, what kind of relationship do I have right now. If you found yourself in any of this phase, that's totally fine. Again, awareness is very important because with that awareness, it gives you a choice. With that choice comes the freedom. So I hope that this video is somehow helpful for you guys. I definitely would love to create more helpful videos like this. And again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much once again and have a beautiful day, everyone.